This is the Over-the-Rhine many of you know. It's one of the hottest neighborhoods in the United States. New bars and restaurants and condos, they're opening here all the time.
But this is also over the Rhine, and on this street, gunfire is so prevalent that kids here don't run. Some say the difference depends on which side of liberty you're on.
Our critical look at childhood poverty, Cincinnati's crisis, spotlights a program that's truly saving lives here. Local 12's Megan Moore reports.
South of Liberty, it's looking good. North of Liberty, it's not so good.
Just walking home after I graduated, hear a gunshot. You don't get scared no more. It's like you don't even attempt to run. Most kids I know just so desensitized by like all the gun violence and that we just another day.
In Over-the-Rhine, Shawn's home.
You wouldn't know that he graduated first in his class, and this guy's got a 4-year ride to UC. You wouldn't know that without talking to him.
He's going to study software development, but if it weren't for a program that helped develop him, he says his life would be different.
My cousin got shot in his back. My other cousin got shot at, and one of my friends have been killed. And my grandma said, you gotta strive to be different, because you see how our family is now. We want you to be the good one.
The streets some may run from are the very streets Pastor Al Mosley chose to run to 23 years ago when he opened this safe haven here on East McMicken.
This gives them hope that, that life can be better than what it is.
His answer to solving childhood poverty?
I think there's many answers to that, many answers, but I think the bottom line is building relationship. That's critical.
Along with being a pastor, it's not uncommon to see him at Frontline Soldiers in Christ 60 hours a week.
So this isn't a job for me, this is an assignment from God, and it is my life.
He says about 125 kids come here every day, finding hope within these walls, a safe place to play behind this fence.
When I see kids, instead of going to jail, they go to work. Instead of getting shot and killed, they raise a family. You know, that's what I live for.
Providing everything from an after-school program, Bible studies, tutoring, sports ministries, counseling, teaching life skills. The list goes on. It has made a difference in the life of Rihanna Cooper and her 12 kids. She recently lost her daughter Ashanti in a car accident. In their grief, through this program, she finds hope.
I can see them being successful. I can see them going to college. I can see them having good careers, getting married, and having a good family. That's why it's a must that we stay in this program.
Frontline Soldiers in Christ has helped thousands of children, keeping bellies and hearts full, even though Mosley says funding for the program is on empty.
Providing a safe haven is critical because if not, they get drawn into their environment, which is already impoverished. So then they become a product of that environment.
I'll probably be pregnant, with some boy that I'm not supposed to be with, probably out in the streets doing something I'm not supposed to do. Not off to college. I probably wouldn't have graduated high school.
Camry's been coming here for several years. She'll be off to Cincinnati State soon to pursue her dream of becoming an OBGYN.
We've got kids here, they want to be doctors and lawyers. What are the chances? Without a support system, without people being there for them, it's probably slim.
Some of the children Pastor Mosley has mentored are now all grown up.
And when we come back, we'll share the story of how his ministry has made a difference in the life of a Cincinnati police officer and how she is paying it forward.
Police officer, it's a career she is very proud of.
In her experience growing up in Over-the-Rhine, she says her path in life could have looked a lot different. She credits Pastor Al Mosley with helping her get where she is now and for inspiring her to pay it forward.
Because I would probably be a cold-hearted person right now, and I'll probably be in jail or prison because of decisions I would have had to make.
Words you wouldn't expect to hear from a police officer.
So I wear this badge proudly because I came from nothing.
Officer Janita Nichols knows the reality many of these kids face each day because she's lived it.
I can tell you, in my family, a lot of people were incarcerated or in the streets or living, you know, on welfare, food stamps. That was kind of the cycle for us.
But with an opportunity to travel and play basketball for Pastor Mosley, she too was drawn in. Her life forever changed.
I didn't have nothing growing up. You know, like I didn't have that influence. My mom, you know, I didn't have that person to teach me how to be a woman, how to become somebody, you know. And so my connection with Pastor Al extends so far because I wouldn't be here without him.
That kind of impact has inspired a dream for her to pay it forward and one day open a group home for at-risk kids.
Thank you. You're more than welcome. I appreciate you saying thank you, but I really want y'all to stay out of trouble, okay? Okay. Some of these kids don't have a home to go home to, you know, so I want it to be an all-around process. You know, I'm helping you from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep.
It needs to be more of these type of programs within the city of Cincinnati.
But it can't be done alone.
It takes a village.
In Over-the-Rhine, Megan Moore, Local 12 News.
What a special woman. Local 12 has been investigating childhood poverty, Cincinnati's crisis, for almost a year now. And in that time, we have produced nearly 30 stories focusing on the issues and solutions. And you can find all of them at local12.com.